Hi, I'm Jerry Edwards. I'm the owner of Castle Rock Honey, a local beekeeper here in Fayetteville, Georgia. I keep all my bees, all my honeys, raw, pure, unfiltered honey. I'm a member of the Georgia State Beekeepers. I'm vice president there. I'm president of the Coweta Beekeepers, certified beekeeper with the state, and I'm a certified Welch honey judge, where I judge honeys and taste meads and honey artwork. My main passion is honeybees. Without the local honeybee, we would not have a lot of pollination. The flowers and 1/3 of our food supply would be gone. I do a demonstration where I use a cheeseburger. And on this cheeseburger, I put everything I can possibly get. Lettuce, tomato, cheese, mustard, ketchup. And then I start taking things off. I have this piece of paper with a cheeseburger, and I take off the mustard, which the bees pollinate. I take off the ketchup, which the bees pollinate the tomatoes. Obviously the tomato goes. Same thing for the lettuce, mayonnaise, any other condiments that go on there, pickles, all of which the bee pollinates. Then you get down to the cheese. Well, cows eat grass that the bees pollinate. Well, how about the burger? The bees pollinate grasses that the cows eat that produce the beef. So now I'm down to a piece of paper and a piece of bread, or actually a bun. And about half of those buns are pollinated by bees. So there is a point where you can throw the bun out, and now you have for your cheeseburger a piece of paper. You can boil it, you can fry it, you can bake it, however you want to do it, but you still got a piece of paper where you did have a cheeseburger. And this is a serious problem with us, not just in the United States, but worldwide. That's the reason why we need to start paying attention to what we're doing with our pollinators. Not necessarily just the honeybee, but bats and other kinds of pollinators, where insecticide overuse for grasses, where we do our lawns, or for commercial purposes where we spray our vegetables, literally kill off the honeybee and the pollinators. I think it was Einstein that said that we would not survive as a race if the pollinators, honeybees, bats, all were gone. We would only exist for another maybe 4 years. So it is very critical that we have and continue our farm use, our local use, our local community where people have their gardens at their homes. There's a little trend that's coming along. I have people that call me and want me to bring my bees and put them on their gardens. And this helps me, and it helps the bees, and it helps the people, because now squashes and watermelons and the other vegetables get pollinated. We as beekeepers have calls for people wanting us to bring our bees to pollinate things like watermelon, almonds, raspberries, blueberries. And one interesting fact, if you take a almond tree and leave it alone, it'll produce approximately 100 pounds of almonds. You put a hive of honeybees under this almond tree, and this tree will produce 1,000 pounds of almonds. So the almond growers absolutely love us beekeepers and beg us to send our bees to California. Some of us do, some of us don't. There is believed that the moving of the bees across the country might be causing part of a stress, which causes the disappearance of bees along with the insecticides. So all of that is into a study now being carried on by the lab at the University of Georgia and several other colleges across the United States. But as personally, I believe that most of our problem lies in our insecticides. Not necessarily we should be controlling them so, but what happens when you spray for mosquitoes? Does that not also affect the honeybee? Maybe some of the other animals that are flying around. But the use of honey for antiseptic reasons, for allergy, for burns, for cuts, all of these little things that we have kind of let go by the wayside and forgotten, things that our parents and grandparents used to use when there were no other remedies. Honey works. Honey's a good moisturizer. Honey's a good antiseptic. It's as good as Neosporin, those kind of items. And it's good tasting on top of all that. It helps you with your allergies, helps you overcome your allergy problems. Honey helps you sleep. Honey gives you energy. I have bicyclers and runners that buy my little honey sticks and use these as they're bicycling or running for a quick boost. This quick boost of honey is not like a sugar, pre-manufactured sugar, where you kind of get an after bitter taste or maybe even sometimes a headache. The honey just totally dissolves into your body and is really good for you. Bee pollen is an item that I collect from the bees when they come back. Bees have a pollen basket on their hind legs. And they collect the pollen from the different plants and take it back to the hive. And they use this and make a substance called bee bread. And they mix the pollen with the honey and they feed this to the larvae, feed it to the other bees and the queen that are in the hive. One of our problems that's associated with bees is when a bee gets sick, it will not go back to the hive. But when a bee doesn't go to the hive, now we have nobody bringing the nectar back. Now we have no bees in the hive feeding the larvae, feeding the queen, and passing the food to the other bees. So it's only a matter of a couple of weeks, if that happens, that the entire hive is gone. It just disappears. And that's one of the things that called colony collapse disorder, where you go to your hive 1 week, 2 weeks later you might go back and there'd be nothing there. No bees, no honey. Everything is gone. It's extremely disheartening to see that. One of the worst things I've ever seen, though, is to come back to a hive and see thousands of bees on the ground in front of the hive. And this is an insecticide kill, where the bees have gotten into an insecticide, brought it back to the hive, spawned it throughout the hive. The other bees have gotten hold of it, literally ingested it, and died. And like I say, when a bee gets sick, it doesn't stay in the hive, it leaves, it goes outside. But it's critically important that we look after our food supply in lots of reasons. The pollination from the honeybee side, and the lack of insecticides for our own well-being and our own body. And naturally, we as people grow our own foods, we're prouder of it. We tend to eat more vegetables that way, and we tend to keep our bodies healthier. I go to several different festivals and different farmers market across the southeast here. One of the things that we found, especially here like at Peachtree City Farmers Market, is the fact that this is like a sense of community. People come out, you have a group of people that'll meet, you meet your friends, you meet other people. It's a good, friendly environment in a sense that it's local. You're buying local goods, you're supporting the local people, and you're buying American made. I mean, all these vegetables and the honey, everything is grown right here in the United States. It's our material. And we tend to know better where that comes from and how to use it. With the sense of community and the people that come, it's very enjoyable meeting. I have regular customers that come back weekly, and we carry on conversations. We're friends. We enjoy each other. We enjoy talking about the community. We enjoy talking about bees. I have a lot of the local vendors here are my friends, and we swap and trade. We trade the honeys for the different vegetables. I have soap people that use my honey to make their soap. I have people that make cookies and breads that use my honey to make their breads. And in turn, I buy and suggest that people go buy from them. So it's a good organization, and we kind of stick together as a family. So it's a very, very friendly atmosphere here. Here, not just here, but across the country, I believe, in the local farmers markets. It brings the community together for a sense of oneness.